So repeat your question again.
Are people doing the best they can?
No.
Okay, why?
So I am in the belief that most people are not good. And that's bias. I know it's bias based
Yeah,
on my
but
experience.
but I'm not talking about are people good or bad.
I know. I'm getting
Okay.
there. So, in my head, I think that most people are not good. Maybe not bad, but just not good. So in that, I think that the majority of people do the bare minimum
Okay.
to get by, to get through with life. I think, especially here in the United States, unfortunately, there's a culture of laziness. And I believe that there's a, you know, our society has a culture of arrogance and entitlement. And it's not just the United States. There's other cultures that have that. It's definitely a generational thing for sure. I don't think that, our parents are necessarily more like that, but I do believe that my generation and the generations that have come after that, no, I don't think that people are doing the best they can. I think that if people were doing the best they can, I think that we would be in a much better place as a society, as a world, as a culture, as a family. The fact that I don't want to get too political, man, but the fact that they're taking out, um, you know, in Florida, they're removing from college curriculum and school curriculum talking about race theory and stuff like that. It's like, what? That seems like a massive step back, and there's 100 other examples of us taking step back. I know for myself, man, just me as an example, I'm someone that I would consider motivated, driven, and I'm not doing the best I can. I know that for sure, and I'm trying to improve, and I'm working at becoming better and better, so I can get to that point. But if I'm not doing it, and I would consider myself maybe a little bit more motivated and driven than others, then yeah, I don't think. And again, that's just my belief and my bias. I'm probably wrong. Do you? Do you really think that people are doing the best they can?
I mean, I
Tough one.
start with I start with my own experience, right? And like I do think that I mean, it's such a tough question, which is why I love the question. For me, I feel like I have operated through a lot of my life doing the best that I could. Now, there were many times where that was not good enough and not what it should have been. But in that moment, was I doing the best that I could? I think so. And I think about even today,
Okay.
with that. And then I look at
It's a different
others,
twist on it.
and I look at people I care about and I watch them and I think like, are they doing the best they can? And like I think the answer is yes. So again, like you said, there's definitely
That's
no right or wrong, and there's definitely no
that's
way to prove. There's no way to
you,
prove this.
you put a twist on it right there. We're doing the best I can right now. Well, it's like, okay. Well, in that context, yeah, maybe. Maybe you know, right now people are doing the best they can. But I think I was looking at it more at like potential, right? That's
Well, for sure,
sometimes how I look at life, man.
yeah, and if you think about from a potential perspective, you're exactly right. Like, there's no way, right?
No way.
I mean,
But on like a day-to-day basis, going through life, okay, I could see that. Doing the best I can right now with what I have, where I'm at.
yeah,
Sure. The problem with saying that though is that it becomes a very easy cop out and excuse. It just does.
Oh, for
And I
sure.
know
Because
that
again,
because I used that cop out many, many times in my life.
yeah,
Oh, I'm just doing the best I can, man.
no
Just doing
doubt.
the best I can. And at the time, it was true, but I wasn't doing shit. But that was the best I could. So, wow, that's interesting. What do you think about the other question I was talking about? Do you think people are good and do bad things? Do you think people are bad but can be good? Or do you think that people are neutral and they could be either good or bad?
I think human beings are inherently good.
You do.
Yeah, I mean, and my litmus test for this is look at a child,
Interesting.
right?
Look at what?
Look at a child.
Okay.
So look at a 2-year-old. I'm not sure that I've ever seen a 2-year-old that I go, like, that thing's bad.
Bro.
I
You
don't
never
mean
seen
like
a toddler and you're like, that toddler is a fucking asshole.
I don't mean like terrible twos or like kids
No, I
being
don't either,
kids.
man. You never wanted to. uh,
No, I think my answer to the question is I think human beings are inherently good. I think we become conditioned and we become products
Yeah,
of our environments many times, as you mentioned with your own, your
yeah.
own story, that you become a product of that, right? And then you get to, and then you behave that way. So, I, so yes, the answer is I don't believe people are born bad. I think all humans are born good, and then I think depending on their specific set of circumstances and influences and environments and beliefs and conditioning and everything else under the sun, that some people do get to places where they do some really really horrible shit. And um but yeah, I think people are
Fair
good.
enough. Fair enough.